All right, what's going on, everybody? While we got these cold winters days, I'm probably doing what most of you are doing right now if you can't ride, which is accessorizing your bike. So I'm working on the build out here of my Stellar Falcon from Euphree. We've done a lot to it already. Got the front basket on there, the bottle holder, bar end mirrors on it. I put a taller rise handlebar on there, which a lot of you were asking me about that. I kind of stretched the wiring as far as it will go. I can't really put any of a steeper rise on there. That's about as tall as it gets, but that helps with the ride position a lot. We've got our little accessory tool, our bike lock, the bag on the back, and we're gonna do one more upgrade to it today. One of my favorites I've done before, the Tannus foam. I bought the foam specifically for these size tires. Now I've put foam in the 4-inch wide tires and it's super easy, but these are skinnier. These are only 2.8 inches wide. So we'll see if that makes it any tougher. I don't know what size tube is in these wheels and tires. You know, when you put all this foam inside there, it takes up a lot of room. You got to put a smaller tube in. So I also bought these tubes, which are for like 2.0 to 2.4 inch wide. So smaller tube to allow for the foam taking up room in there. So we're going to see how tough this is. And if you're curious about this stuff, I did a whole video on Tannus Armor protection and if it actually stops punctures or not. So check out that video if you want to see what this can stop and what this can't. It's good for like small punctures, like little small nails and screws and things like that that are 15 millimeters or less. It'll handle those. But I like it just because it does give you some puncture protection, but it also smoothens out the ride quality a little bit. All that foam in there, it absorbs vibration out of the tires. I'm kind of curious too. It really works for the fat tires. You notice that it absorbs a lot of vibration. I don't know what it's gonna be like in the 2.8 inch, if it'll be as noticeable or not, but when we're done, maybe we'll go for a ride in the cold and see if I can tell the difference or not. But let's put this stuff in there. All right, first thing we gotta do is get this thing upside down so I can take the wheels off, but let's take some weight out of it. Take the lock off and take the battery out. Make it as light as we can to flip it. Move our screen out of the way, move our mirrors out of the way. Take my key back out. See how heavy she is. I think it's like 84 pounds when it's all got everything in it. So it's probably only 70 something right now. It's actually super light. That's one thing I like about this bike. I love the tire size, 27.5 by 2.8, and then it's super light. The step through is easy. I like these Johnny Watts tires. Those are cool looking. It's a great bike. That's why I'm building this one out and keeping it long term. Front wheel is just held on by a couple Allen bolts here. That's not the right size, maybe that one. All right, so here's your Stellar Falcon through axle. It just twists and screws into the fork. This one will be nice and easy. All right, let's get this thing deflated. I'm kind of curious to see how difficult this is going to be. There, once you get it started, not bad at all. Can we just peel it off now? There you go. Let's grab, this tells you on the back of the box what size tube you use. For a 27.5 by 2.8 would be a 1.9 to 2.3 tube. And the one I bought was, I think, 2 to 2.4, so it should work. As close as I can find. I probably should have taken it out of the box and let it expand to the correct shape. If you're gonna put this in, know that. Take it out of the box like a day or two ahead of time so it's not all crinkled. Holy hell, this is a lot more difficult. Well, I can tell already there's a lot less room in here to work with than the fat tires. That was tight. Now we still got to get the tube in there. All right, troubleshooting. This is why I do these videos, so people can see this stuff. I can already tell that there is way too much foam material. Like it's not all going to tuck in inside this skinny little rim. So I'm going to trim it, which you can do. You're allowed to cut this down to the size you need. There's too much. It just overlaps so far inside this rim. There we go. We got rid of a lot of extra that was just bunching up inside there. let's trim the other side the same way. There we go. That's going to make it a lot easier. Woo! Boy, wow. Holy heck. That was tight. That was real tight. My hands hurt. So know that if you're going to put Tannus foam in skinnier tires, you're going to have to work. You're going to have to trim. I mean, here's a bunch I trimmed off. I might even be able to trim more than this, honestly. On the next one, I might trim a little more. That was tight, getting that all to fit in there. But it's all in, and holy cow. I mean, it feels like I don't even need to inflate the thing. There's so much stuff inside there. But let's pump it up. All right. Here we go. Time to put it back on. Come on, get on. Oh, wow. That's a tight, tight fit. But it's in there. Let's get it pumped up. All right, we're trying to find some bumpy terrain to try this out. We haven't been riding long, but I can already feel it. I can already feel the difference. I can't describe it. I don't know. It's just a softer ride. Whenever you hit little bumps, rocks, I really feel it when I go off a curb, actually. It's just a softer hit with that foam in there. I don't know if it's as dramatic as the 4-inch wide, being that these are skinnier tires, but I notice it's in there. Oh God, this thing's such a nice ride now. And it's not just the foam. It's the seat, it's the suspension seat post. The combination of all those is just making this a really plush ride. Gosh, the first time I've ever tried the Cloud 9 seat, I always heard so much about it, and I gotta say, I really like that seat. The SunTour post, that also really, really softens things up, because there's no suspension on this bike. But when you have the SunTour, this right here, this mechanism, man, those are like 120 bucks for those things. They come standard on the Euphree bikes, and that does a lot of suspension, that little thing. This is turning out to be a nice little setup. I'm liking this thing. We got a few more things yet to do with it, though. I'm considering adding another battery pack with a blender, just hiding a pack like inside this bag, running some wires, nice and neat. You know, I don't want to mess up the look of this bike. It's beautiful, but it's only got 15 amp hour in the frame. So I'm thinking about maybe adding like another 10 amp hour in the rip pack, blending it all together so we can get some great range out of it. But I like the Tannus. It's not for everybody. It is not for everybody, because that one was kind of hard to install, and it's expensive. It's kind of like a luxury item, really, because it's foam. Well, it's a foam polymer, and it's like 120, 150 bucks. I mean, it's expensive stuff. So if you're just going all out and you want to do everything, you can put it in there, but you'd probably be okay with just regular tire liners or some slime for punctures to just reseal stuff. But I'm a big fan of the foam. I just really like that stuff. I think it just changes the ride quality, that the liners, you know, like a thin, like Mr. Tuffy liner, it doesn't do that. It just makes things softer. So, I mean, you can check them out if you got some money to burn. I'm going to go out and try to put in a little bit more miles on this, because we're trying to do a long-term ownership on this bike. But it's been so cold lately, it's like I'm going to ride as long as I can stand the 20-degree weather today. See how they feel at speed, make sure I got everything in there balanced. Feels pretty good. I don't feel any lumps in there. Oh, speed bump. Oh yeah, I didn't even feel that speed bump. One more speed bump. Oh yeah, yes, I can feel it. I can definitely feel the difference. I'm running a little bit lower tire pressure as well. I think they say you're supposed to knock it down just a little bit. You can run the regular pressure you normally do, but I always like to take it down a little bit. And let me know if you want to see the addition of the extra battery pack and blender and how I do that on this bike or not. But we are making this baby our own. This has become my next build out bike, where I'm just accessorizing and kind of just trying to make it the most comfortable ride I can. When I'm out just going for a nice bike ride, this is the bike I take. And I do a lot of bikes with some serious speed and power, but this one, man, smooth. All right, well, I'm curious to know, what winter projects and accessories and gadgets are you adding to your bike? Drop in the comments. I'm always looking for new ideas. So put in the comments, what stuff you putting on your bike? What am I missing here? What awesome gadget or thing do I not have? Let me know. See you in the next one.